Okay, so 7.3 is triangle inequalities. And the essential question is, how can you use inequalities to describe the relationship among side lengths and angle measures in a triangle? Well, that was that activity that we did today in class with the pipe cleaners. The two short sides have to be greater than the long side. Okay? So turn the page. Okay, so if you look down here on page 342, the triangle inequality theorem, it says side AB has to be plus BC has to be greater than AC. BC plus AC has to be greater than AB, and AC plus AB is greater than BC. Now, what I just said on the page before is the two short sides have to be greater than the long side. And do you see where I have, if the two shortest sides are greater than the long side, if AB plus BC is greater than AC, then all the other things fall into place, right? Because if you add the long side, here's the long side, to a short side, of course it's going to be longer than the short side. So look at the page, the problem on the next page, and it says that we are going to use the triangle inequality theorem to tell whether a triangle can have sides with the given lengths. Okay, so what I'm going to tell you to do is just add the two short sides. 7 plus 9 has to be greater than 18. And you get 16 is greater than 18. And so that says no. Okay? So you cannot have it. Now see, they went through each one of these, and I'll do it for you. They did what we just did, 7 plus 9, and they found out that it did not work. And then they are going to say 7 plus 18, which works. And then 9 plus 18 is greater than 7. And of course it works. So do you see that these two things right here are silly to do? Because you know those will work. All you really need to do is the two short sides, add the two short sides together. Okay? So let's look at 4 right here. Can an isosceles triangle have these side lengths? And the answer is no. Okay, it's not greater than or equal to, it's greater than. And 5 plus 5 is not greater than 10. So that does not work. And that's all there is to these things. So let's go to the next page. Okay, so if we look down here at B, we're going to find what values we can use for that side, okay? So we're going to have to do all of these in this case. So I'm going to say x plus 15, it has to be greater than 15. And of course, x plus 15 has to be greater than 15 for the other side, but we don't really need to do that one. And we need to do 15 plus 15 is going to be greater than x. So you subtract 15 from both sides, and you get x has to be greater than 0. So that goes here. And this is going to be 15 plus 15. So x has to be less than 30. Okay? Now, let's figure that out. Why does this have to be less than 30? Well, if we put 31 in here, is 15 plus 15 greater than 31? No, it's not, is it? That's why 31 won't work. Let's try 30. 15 plus 15 greater than 30? No. That's why it says x has to be less than 30. Okay, so turn the page. We're going to look at number 9. I want you to do number 9 and then come back and look and see if you did it correctly. Okay, so you should have set up these two equations. X plus 14 is greater than 21, and 21 plus 14 is greater than x. And you would have got that x has to be greater than 7 and less than 35. So let's look down here at side angle relationships. And this says if two sides of a triangle are not congruent, then the larger angle is opposite the larger side. Okay? So what happens is, well, let's look at this other problem and you'll see. All right, so if you look at A, the longest side is 15. That means that the biggest angle is going to be across from it. So the longest side and the biggest angle. Do you see that? Now it says, let's look at the shortest side. Here's the shortest side, and it's going to be across from the littlest angle. Okay? And then the middle one will be there. So the order of angle measures would be, least to greatest is C, A, and then B. So let's look at B and do B. The longest side length is 21. So the greatest, I'm sorry, not 21, how about 22? And so the greatest angle measure is angle A. The shortest side length is 20, and the least angle would be the angle across from that, angle C. And so least to greatest, we've got the littlest, and then we've got the middle, and then we've got the biggest. So C, B, A. So I want you to try number 11 and then come back and see if you've done it correctly, okay? Okay, so the smallest angle is across from the smallest side, A. The next size is 32, and so the next angle would be B. And the biggest angle would be across from the biggest side, so that's angle C. And that's all there is to that. And then on the bottom of this page is the same, but you know, it's what we've still been talking about, just backwards. And so let's look at the next page. Okay, so let's look at B. And the greatest angle measure is angle A. And so the longest side would be across from it, which would be CB. The least angle measure is angle C, and the side across from it is AB. So now the order of lengths from least to greatest would be AB, AC, and CB. And that's all there is to that. So I will see you in the morning.